Moving to Korea 4 years ago and debuting as a K-pop idol. Hello. Hey guys, it's AleXa and I'm here with 17 and this is 17 questions. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to 17's YouTube channel. I think people are most surprised by the fact that I'm 4'11" or like 149 centimeters for those of you who don't do America. But yeah, people don't really know who I am upon first discovering me. They're very shocked to find out I'm only 4'11", very small. I would tell my 17-year-old self, it gets better, keep fighting, you got this. Something I never regret would be moving to Korea 4 years ago and debuting as a K-pop idol. Hello. I always eat very late at night. I know it's technically bad for you, but I don't know, I just eat late at night, whether it's a meal or a snack, I eat late at night. I've never been to Europe. A song I have on repeat right now would definitely be my own song, Tattoo, yeah. My most used app is probably YouTube or my Notes app, because if I'm not like monitoring my stages or just watching content, I'm definitely writing lyrics. My dream collab, I've got a few of those. So if we're talking in the realm of KPop, I really would like to collab with the queen herself, 현아 언니 너무 사랑해요. 그리고 Shiny Taemin 선배님 would also be a goal. But then if we're gonna go on the Western spectrum, I'd really like to collab with Ash Nico or even Doja Cat, but who knows what's gonna happen. Why not? You know, dream big. Oh, who do I look up to the most? Well, I kind of already mentioned them in the who I want to collab with, but I guess in terms of being an artist, I really look up to this K-pop soloist named Hyuna, and I really look up to another solo artist named Taemin. They've really been like peers for me to study their stages, their mannerisms, and like their talent and try to like take away like, you know, important things for them as a performer. But I also really look up to Janet Jackson, Missy Elliott, and my mother, yeah. So when I was younger, funny story, I always wanted to be a performer because I took like dance classes from when I was like 2 years old till I was like 14 at a studio. But being a performer wasn't the only dream I had. I kid you not, when I was younger, I told myself I wanted to be a translator for the CIA. Like, I'm not even joking, I wanted to be a translator for the CIA. And now I'm a K-pop idol. Dream big. If I ever do feel proud of myself, it's definitely, you know, every time we have a comeback or release a single or an album and there's like a music video involved and we see like the fans' reactions, like when it's just so positive and loving, it just makes me feel really happy and proud of what I do. The hardest part of being a performer, in my case at least, as a solo artist, is that you have to be on the whole 3 or 4 minutes the time you're on stage, because like groups, they get to divide lines, like the camera angles also go to different members, but for me, I must be on the whole time. I have to sing my entire song while doing all my choreography, but I signed up for this, so party. My most memorable stage performance, I have two. First off would be my very first debut stage at Music Bank way back in 2019, because I slipped on stage. Very memorable. But then also I'd say my second most memorable stage would be when I went to camp in Singapore, also in 2019. It was a really big stadium of like 10,000 people. Good memories. My favorite song I've ever made, honestly speaking, right now, it might be Tattoo. But if not Tattoo, then maybe Kitty Run, and if not Kitty Run, then Revolution. The best compliment I've ever heard. I've heard this one a lot recently. So we know that, like, you know, we don't really think proportions are a very important thing. Like aesthetically, it's not really part of our culture. But in Korea, like the word for like proportions is biul. So like every time I've had an interview, the interviewer has always been like, you look so much taller than you are because your proportions, your biul, are very nice. So that's the compliment I've gotten recently. If I could live anywhere, where would I live? Honestly speaking, I don't know. I'm a Sagittarius. We have wanderlust, as my fellow Sagittarians would know. So I don't think I'm ever meant to just be hunkered down in one place, but honestly speaking, I'd like to continue living in Korea for the time being. Yes, I have been starstruck many a times. In this industry, you always wind up running into people you've looked up to in the industry for years. I mean, when I first debuted, I ran into this one group that I really look up to. Their name is Ace. They're a really talented performance group, and so I was a little speechless when I first met them and like introduced myself to them. It was kind of awkward, yayit. But secondly was whenever I recently-ish did a TikTok challenge with Hyuna, actually. That was my first time seeing her in person, and we've gotten close since then, but I was just so starstruck after being her fan for so many years, so yeah. Oh, the best moment of my career so far. There's been so many, but I think if we're gonna round off recent times, December 2nd last year, I had the AAA Awards ceremony, which is the Asia Artist Awards, and I got an award that night. I also got the chance to perform in front of many of my respected seniors and some of the juniors that have debuted after me. And it was really cool because the lead actor from Squid Game was there. Yeah. To my lovely, lovely, lovely AI Trooper babies, the message I would like to give to you is it's okay. Things can and will get better. Hang on, have strength. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for me. I believe in you. Much love. Best vacation I've ever gone on, my, I have not had a vacation in years. Maybe when I went to LA for the first time back in 2015 to go to KCON, because that's like the first big K-pop concert I ever experienced, and it really gave me like the first glance of what a K-pop performance is live, and it really helped like ignite more of a fire within me to want to become an idol. What show am I binging right now? Well, I just finished binging Pose. I am absolutely in love with the show. I think it was written wonderfully. The characters were thought out so well. The character development was so good. Spoiler but not spoiler, Angel and Poppy. Anyways, but I also just finished watching What If on Disney+, so let's go Marvel. Hire me. Ooh, AleXa in 5 years. Where is she? What is she doing? Hopefully, she has income. I like to think that she's still a performer in some way, whether it's still as a K-pop idol, or maybe she finds herself in a musical here or there, or maybe she finds herself on the big screen as an actress. Who knows? But as long as she's still entertaining her fans and doing what she loves, I will be happy with that result. Thank you so much for hanging out today with me at 17. Don't forget to subscribe to their channel, but also don't forget to check out my latest release, Tattoo. Thank you so much. Have a happy, safe, and healthy 2022, y'all. Much love. Bye-bye.